Hey everyone, my name is Jacob Karash and welcome to TV10 Studios. Today we're going to be talking about camera settings and the essential part of camera settings. Like my current settings here that I'm using right now. It also matters what lens you're using because then you can adjust settings like focal length, obviously, aperture. You need a fast aperture to get some high detail like this, something good with low light. So this one, I'm using a 50mm prime lens, and I currently have it at an aperture or an f-stop of 1.8, so I get that nice blurry background. But I also get I also get that sharp image, and it lets in a lot of light. So if I drop down the f-stop to, let's say, if I dropped it down and turned up the ISO, it could be grainier, but you'd still get the same image. It'd just be more grainy. Now I'm currently at ISO 200, which is absolutely incredible for such a dark room that I'm in. I have a light coming in, a light source as the sun coming in through that window. I also have a backup light bouncing off of my wall, going off here. I have a light right there, I have a light back there, and I have a light right here. And that's also important, like the lighting setup I did in the last video, which technically that should have been part 1, but the thumbnails were out of order, so that will say part 2. This is part 1, by the way. And something that's very important, like I said, camera lenses. Here I have is a Canon 28mm to 80mm zoom lens. And now the image isn't as sharp as that prime lens over there, but you can sharpen it in post-production, but I don't suggest doing that because that doesn't always give you the best look. Now something I also suggest doing is make sure that your focal length is at 50mm or something in between 40 or 35 to 50 and maybe even 60mm, matters how far away you want the camera to be from you. It's very windy, I'm very sorry, because it's really hot in here and my fan is going because I really don't want to turn off and melt because the amount of lights that are going on, so I'm very sorry about that. But there you go. Something that really helps is, especially if your camera doesn't have a flip out screen like mine, is to either have a mirror behind it or use a field monitor like I'm using. I'm using the newer F100 field monitor that you can get for like $80 on Amazon, and it works pretty well and allows you to mess with focus and a bunch of stuff like that. So let's take a look at the actual settings themselves. So this is what the camera sees. And it's got the ISO right there. It's got the f-stop and the shutter speed. As you can see, it's a manual mode, a 50mm lens. It's got the microphone audio. It's got the amount of gigs I have left on my SD card and frame rate. And right there is autofocus, battery life, and white balance. So yeah, this is pretty much what the camera sees and everything. Like if I turn off all my lights, let's say I turned off all my lights, it should stay the same, okay? If you have everything on automatic, you're a rookie, you're new. You should have manual control over what you want to see out of your camera. So let me turn off all my lights. Okay, I've turned off all my lights except for the light behind me, and obviously I can't turn off the sun, and this light is coming from the sun. So I mean, you can still see me, and it doesn't really lower the quality of the image. It's just like, it keeps it the same, all settings are the exact same. It just is darker because there's not as much light. Simple as that. But that's really it. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Jacob Crash, signing off.